Colts this later on this fall, but can't start the show without my co-host Jonathan Birdsong, JB. We are actually live now on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook audience, you missed it for the last first 2 minutes, but we're live on Facebook. JB, how are you, sir?
Hey man, you already out of control. You already talking about the Colts going 10-7.
10
You
and
already
7.
out of control.
10 and 7, John.
Goodness gracious.
You know how I know that? You know how I knew? I felt like I was. I didn't get much kickback from Colts fans. I thought I'd get a lot of kickback. I thought I was being a little too sour on them, but no, I think 10 and 7 is respectable for them based on the schedule, man.
Anthony Richardson gonna play 10 games.
Well, I mean, we'll see. I said if they're healthy, they can go 10 and 7 if he's healthy.
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, the biggest difference on here, I've got 3 games that are my difference maker games that can take them from being 10 and 7 to being 8 and 9. Okay, those games are week 1. They take on the Texans at home, probably the biggest game of the season. Week 1 against the Texans. Sure. Where John, when's the last time the Indianapolis Colts have won a home opener? Look it back. 2014.
Is that 2015? I thought it was going to be 2015.
10 years.
I know it. Look at her.
10 years. And so it has to be done, right? It has to change. It has to happen finally. So I'm going to say, you know what? Damn it. Maybe they can just nut up and sack up for the first game of the year, and they can finally beat the Texans at home, start the week 1 with a win at home. So I like that one. Another kickback game is the Steelers. They could easily beat the Steelers week 4. I've got Pittsburgh winning that game. I just think between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, I think the Steelers are a better team this year. That's the kickback shit I'll get from Colts fans, is that they still think their team's better on paper than Pittsburgh's, and that's not the case. I got them winning in Tennessee. I don't see anything in Tennessee that looks like phenomenal to me personally.
Yeah, the Will Levis there. Yeah, the Will Levis there left over. You know, what are they going to do? Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah. There's nothing special.
I got them losing to Miami at home, which that could be a kickback game depending on how it goes. I got them losing at Houston. I think they split. I've got them winning at Minnesota. Minnesota's lost a lot of pieces.
A lot of talent.
A lot of talent gone out of there, right?
They signed up the wide receiver though, didn't they?
They did. They signed Justin Jefferson just enough to trade him next year. But I think Colts get a victory there. Week 10. That's my iffy game, John. I got them at home winning against Buffalo. That's the one I was going back and forth on.
The LSU fan base ain't gonna like that. What you just said. They think their quarterback gonna go up in there and and do his thing. Finally.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels. Finally. I don't know, but he's gonna take rookie lumps. I give it to you, man. Brandon, you gave him 10 games, man. I don't want to go the opposite route.
Why don't you do it? I can send you the same graphic, and you can fill it out like I did on my phone. I just edited the photo and made my colors.
Brandon Reed, I'm a little unprepared for football season. I am.
Why? Ain't nothing else going on. You got to get prepared.
You got to. Dude, we live in a basketball world. What are you talking about, man? The USA basketball team is going through it. Kawhi Leonard ain't playing. I mean, ain't going through it, but you know what I'm saying. Kawhi Leonard ain't playing.
You're shocked by that?
Kevin Durant swollen ankle. He's out.
And you're shocked by that?
You know,
come on now.
No, but they got to win the go. Hold on, man. Stop it, Brandon. Stop it. Let's put our cards on the table. We got to talk about Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, he should be on the team. He got robbed.
Well,
they put Derek White.
Would drive me crazy.
Flavor of the week. Flavor of the week.
We can. Well, you know, Derek, stop it.
Vanilla Derek flavor White of the week. Derek White.
Derek White can start on anybody's team, and he has. He started with the first start with the supplement, and he won a championship, man. So, Jaylen Brown don't want to play. But all that aside, Cooper Flagg, come on, man, that's going to Duke. Are you serious, man? So we live in the basketball world, man, and you know this is a smart ass show, and. Like, I can't wait to talk. I've been on Cooper Flagg for like 2 years. First time I seen him, he's freaking 15 and a half years old.
What about the IU boy?
And you think it's McNeely?
Yeah.
But we talking about Cooper Flagg. We talking about Cooper Flagg first, man. Cooper Flagg is the real deal, Holyfield, and he's elevated.
Let me ask you this: do the Pacers tank? Do you just say fuck it and tank?
Nah. Anybody now? Here's you talk about Cooper Flagg tanking for real, though, Brandon. For real. like Washington. Just get rid of all your big contracts right now. Get rid of all your big contracts. Get rid of the homie. They went, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of Kyle Kuzma for whatever you can get rid of him for. Right? You just want a lottery ball.
He could be the next Michael Jordan in Chicago.
Listen, if you're the Chicago Bulls,
go for it.
You just got a McDonald's All-American. I don't like tanking, Brandon. You know I don't like tanking. I don't believe in it. But like that kid is generational. And if you got big contracts, I'm not saying you take the season because you know what I'm saying, as a fan, you have to, you know what I'm saying, own up to like winning, put a winning basketball team out there so the fans it's entertaining. That's part of basketball that people must understand. That your team wants to win too, right? But like, no, man, get rid of all your big contracts. If it's Chicago Bulls, get rid of Zach LaVine for beans. If that's what it takes, man, for real. Because you need to get, everybody needs those teams, Chicago Bulls, the Washington Wizards, you know what I'm saying, who else? Even Brandon, even the Atlanta Hawks. I know the homie Nas, when he calls in, man, he ain't gonna want to hear that. But like, man, even if you in a transitional Trae Young, would you, Brandon? Okay, I'll throw it back to you. You Trae Young or Cooper Flag right now. Let's go.
Detroit.
Trae Young or Cooper Flag right now. He's available. You know what? They not gonna, but see, they've been so bad for the last 2 seasons, man. They can't do that.
What's this deal for Cade Cunningham? What's that mean for Jaden Ivey?
They gotta okay, Brandon. I'm glad you brought this up, man, because I told you, man, we live in the basketball world, and we seen a lot of summer league action, right? All that too, right? But listen, our guy from Duke, you know what I'm saying, by the way, you know what I'm saying, the new general manager, he's there to see what can make work and why hasn't it worked prior to. It's not like Monty Williams was a bad coach, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. And I get it, some people have this thing in their mind that, well, he didn't come there to coach a young team. He came there to coach an NBA. Well, hey, man, we gotta stop doing that. All these dudes is adults. And once they sign a $10 million contract, $40 million contract, man, nobody will hear that, man. He's maturing. He got to get potential. He can't hit a three, you know what I'm saying? He's not, no, man. So he's there to see if this can work with a 2-point guard system, man. Brandon, I don't know if the homie's the point guard his damn self.
I don't know if he's going to get the contract.
But they gave him the contract. So you can't, so like, you know, people get, you know, so these teams get into these, you know, these fantasy like lineups where you can have 2-point guards or whatever, or 2 ball dominant, whatever. But like, at some point, somebody got to play defense. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? It is. Or you got to have a defensive guard or a wing player like the Celtics did, or you know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody play defense, man. I'll be honest with you, Brandon. He's probably on slim time, but it won't be till February. Talking about Jaden Ivey. It'll be all right because then he'll go to a team. But like Brandon, he's gonna go to another team. If Jaden Ivey goes to another team, he's gonna have to understand, man, that you know what I'm saying. You don't have the handle this yet, and turnovers that's bad in an NBA game. That's bad. You know what I mean? So, but I think they're there to try to figure it out, and I don't think they move anybody just yet. Definitely not yet. Definitely not till February.
You're Steve Kerr. Who's your starting 5 for Team USA?
Oh, you said Team USA. Oh man, the Kings out there.
Because you got people are gonna be pissed off. There's a lot of attitudes on this team. So who's your 5?
Why wouldn't you have Curry out there? I would, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be with the homie. He's my homie now, right? I'm gonna be Halliburton. I would think this kind of game kind of suits him, man, but I don't know if he's gonna get a start because like he's pass first. He's a pass first kind of guy. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't you start him? But I would assume 2 out of 3 is going to be LeBron and Steph Curry, for sure.
Well, the good thing is we're in a talk shit type of sports podcast that I'm going to ask for your full 5.
I can't give you the 5,
sure you
man.
Can.
It doesn't really matter. They got to win. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I need your 5.
Okay, they can roll them out with Derek White. They got to win. They came to win. They didn't come to bullshit. Not this year. They came to win. And I think they're going to do that. But, you know what I'm saying, there's some teams that might scare you. Team Canada, kind of interesting, even though Zach Edey ain't playing. But Team Canada might be, you know what I'm saying, they're kind of interesting. Giannis in Greece, kind of interesting. But other than that, you know, maybe, I don't know, man. I saw the Chinese Summer League. team play against the Charlotte Hornets, man. They had a big guy, but they ain't have a snowball chance of beating nobody over here. You know what I'm saying? So this is the American team over there with LeBron and Steph Curry. That's all you need, brother.
Well, the fans want the Crossroads fans. Obviously, they're chiming in. They want some debate. They want some debate. So I'm gonna give you my 5.
Go ahead.
My starters.
There, peanut butter jelly.
My starters, and you got some boys coming off the bench, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant,
he ain't starting.
Joel Embiid, and Anthony Edwards. That's my 5. You got Book coming off the bench, AD, Tyrese, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday. Man, any of these boys can start, but here's my thing. Somebody asked me today, yeah, these are all like high offensive scorers and stuff, but and that's great for the Olympics too, but we're going to have, besides Drew Holiday, man, do we really have a lockdown D?
Should be. Well, no, they should be so far ahead up in the scorecard. It doesn't matter if you got lockdown D or
as long as you're hitting shots.
Tatum. Okay, wow. Okay, now you bring up. Okay, man. Listen. All right, now you open up Pandora's box. There you go.
Yep, sure
you welcome. Then you would start the homie over Anthony Edwards. Take Anthony Edwards out of the starting lineup, and then Jason Tatum comes into the starting lineup. Absolutely.
Jason Tatum play lockup D.
Are you like, man? If Jaylen Brown wasn't on the team, man, you would see a little bit more him defensively. You know what I'm saying? No, they are great. They are a great compliment to one another. I'm always saying Jaylen Brown.
I'm falling off of the Jason Tatum. I know he's a Duke boy, he's a brotherhood, but I'm falling off this train, man. Jason Tatum. It's like
what
I saw him go to the all white. Man, I saw him go to the all white party, and he had to take the trophy with him. That's not a traveling trophy. Come on, man.
Stop it. Don't be like that, Brandon. I'll probably take it with me too.
It's the aura. The aura around Jason Tatum.
Stop it, man.
I'm just saying.
Jason Tatum started, bro.
Are you concerned about the select team just losing barely to the I ain't gonna call them the Dream Team, but the Avengers as they're being labeled?
Nah. Cooper Flag. That's probably their first time seeing Cooper Flag too, man.
He should be on the roster.
You know what I'm saying? Being amazed by it, man. I don't know what kind of lab they made him in. You know what I mean? This kid got it all, y'all. He's 6'9". He is a great help side defender. He can shoot. You know what I'm saying?
I was asked if he's the next Christian Laettner. And I paused.
Rebounds. Nah, who said that? Christian Laettner. And I love Christian Laettner. God bless America.
I paused. I can give because
he's not
you got to at least win a national championship for that.
They go, well, you talking about the I'm talking about the talent. I'm talking about the talent.
Oh, I'm saying that talent as well, but he's not even close if he doesn't win at least one title.
Oh, he's going to be ACC Player of the Year. You ain't got to worry about it. He's going to be in the Naismith talk. You ain't got to worry about it. He's going to be in the Naismith Winner Player of the Year talk. You ain't got to worry about it. And I don't bet, but if I had the dollar, I would bet the dollar that he could be. He'll be the Naismith winner next year, Player of the Year. Absolutely.
Okay.
And if Brandon, UConn they not repeat. Not this year. Sorry, it's not happening.
Ooh,
I don't think they can be. I don't think UConn can beat Rutgers. Who?
Hurley.
Danny Hurley. He just
6 year, $50 million.
Hey man, don't you love the man? But he signed that. Listen, man. That's okay. That's a good thing you brought that up, Brandon. He signed that because it's less money, I guess, in the eye of the beholder, but it's a level of comfortableness and control that he has at UConn over this. Like, what is the Lakers? Being for real, what is the Lakers? Like this kind of like a right now. Right now, it's the Lakers. So UConn locks him up. They ain't got to worry about Kentucky. If Kentucky ever wants to duck, Mark Pope or whatever, if that ever falls off the rudder, or even another NBA team that might want to act. You know what I'm saying? Maybe or who knows what the future pros in Charlotte or ever, right? Or you know what I'm saying? Or spot Brooklyn too. You know what I mean? So I think he kind of stays around and works out that contract.
They're dead,
sure.
man. Kentucky's dead, by the way. I don't want to get into Kentucky talk. I ain't got time. I ain't gonna waste my breath on them. But they dead.
You got good listeners, man. UK is dead? I don't think so, buddy. I don't know about that.
They are. Anyways, Team USA.
Go big. That's reality.
You can get yourself a Christian Laettner Dream Team jersey. I hope they don't lose, John. I hope, especially with this squad being the last one.
Brandon Reed, I used to have a Christian Laettner USA jersey and a Jordan. What are you talking about?
Why do you not have it? I mean, right now it's going for $224 right now. I'm looking online.
Is it, man? Nah, man. That thing hit the washer and it was done. You know what I mean?
You can buy a blue or the blue one for $299. You can buy the white one for $224.
The white. Wow, I had the white one. Maybe I get it for my birthday. I don't know.
As you can see, I've got the on the Facebook. I've got the USA basketball hat on, Mitchell and Ness white hat on. Just finally came in the mail the other day. I keep going back and forth on jerseys, man, because I went ahead and ordered a Bird blue from '92 retro.
You burned Indiana State?
No, hell no, Dream Team.
Oh, okay.
Dream Team. And then
I'm
on the fence, JB.
Larry Bird.
Talk me through this. Talk me through it because I'm on the fence. I bought number one, and I'm going to say it probably differentiates in culture, your culture and my culture. Mm-hmm. But how old is too old for a white man to be wearing a jersey? And I kept going back and forth if I do a jersey or do I do a shirtsy, where it's like a jersey but it's in the T-shirt form because it's easier to wear. So like, let's talk culture-wise, man. What's the fashion say?
Well, I bring out the classics, man, because it is what it is, but I like only at sporting events.
Yeah, okay.
And usually when me and you, at sporting events, it's Crossroads Sports, so it ain't gonna never be no jersey.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, nah, man, at a sporting event, you go into the game, whoever the place, you know what I'm saying, local game, coach, whatever. Yeah, it's okay. That's how I look at it. Actually, if anybody sees me cutting grass, you'll see me cutting grass in like one of my old beat-ups. I got an old beat-up, you know what I'm saying, Mono Ginobili.
Okay. Well, because so I ordered 2 T-shirt jerseys for Dream Team, or for the Team USA, because I couldn't decide. But I want to get a jersey, JB. I want to get a jersey.
You can put them. Think about it, Brandon. I don't know, man. Back in the 90s, man, we used to put hoodies on and then put the jersey over the hoodie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I mean, that still happens. That still happens.
That's a style, whatever. But
I've been kind of off since the Paul George thing, and I burnt those 2 jerseys. So I really haven't bought a jersey in a long time, NBA wise. I got Sarah Kitty Pickett one in my my closet. But so I was debating on my jersey. And this is probably what a lot of people are debating, at least the youth, right? Do you go with the white jersey, which looks crisp, it looks great, or do you do the blue one? Which one do you choose? I like both styles. And then there's only 2 players I want to get.
Jordan Laettner and O'Neal. They got the original Dream Team or any of the Dream Team.
I'm talking this one that's out, the Avengers, 2024.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know.
So there's 2 jerseys. I would either go LeBron because this is it. This is the final go around, or Halliburton because he's local, right? Pacers.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I do a LeBron? I mean, they're $150. That's pretty pricey itself for a fucking NBA jersey.
It's LeBron though.
Exactly. But here's the X factor. I don't know if you've seen the Facebook or not, John.
And even if, Brandon, think about it. Hold your thought. Even if you don't like it after so long, you can just frame it.
Exactly. So here's what I got. If you've seen the Facebook, John, I got a 2012 Team USA jersey. Team USA 2012 Braun. So I'm just like, okay, I got a 2012 USA jersey of LeBron already. Do I do another? Or do I go Halliburton route this time? I don't know what to do, and I don't want to do both. I know that.
Well, you know you ain't doing Durant.
Hell no. Soft as Charmin. Soft. I watched him on a podcast the other day talking about baddies he's more worried about baddies in the audience than he is playing ball.
You got no faith in Kevin Durant or the Phoenix Suns another year.
A Kawhi Leonard jersey still on sale, $150.
They need to price drop that with the quickness. They need to price drop.
If I were to pick one that's off the cuff jersey, and they say, hey, you can't get Braun, you can't get Halliburton, which jersey you gonna go with? Dude, I'd do the hardest working man out there. I'd do a Drew Holiday. The problem is, I'd be scared people would think that'd be Justin Holiday or Aaron Holiday. I'd say, hell no.
I don't know. All right. Man, this is, I don't know, man. Being on Olympic team, dream team, as long as you, come back with that gold medal, man. This is it. You're right. This is it for LeBron.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, how do you go away from that? I mean, I like Steph. Yeah, Steph's last one probably too.
Right. Because they getting into, Brandon, you know what's kind of heading up the road here? They get into, like, what's going to be, if Stephen Curry going to end up being a Golden State Warrior forever.
No, he won't.
This is what kind of, this language is kind of conversations kind of coming up, y'all. And I tell people, man, you do too, when we talked about, even like 2-3 years ago, man, we were talking about super conferences and team merging, this team leaving, man. I was like, hey, no way. You was like, Jonathan, it's going to happen. I was like, hey, no way. You're like, dude, and it happened, right? I'm telling you, man, you're looking at a situation from a salary cap, all those things, and who ain't going to retire, and can we get this guy, and why is he, you know what I mean? Because what Steph Curry's going to demand if he continues to play, you know what I'm saying? And also if he continues to play at a high level, that he could also fall off the cliff like Steph, like CP3. You know what I'm saying? Could, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't be the same thing. It's going to look real different anyway this year, ain't it? It's going to look real different without Klay Thompson. You got Buddy Hield, and I get it. Everybody kind of knows Buddy Hield as a great shooter and a definitely great three-point shooter. But, you know, Buddy Hield still ain't Klay Thompson. That's a mountain over there. That's a molehill right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we kind of get into. Is Steph Curry going to be a Golden State Warrior for life?
How about Paul?
Okay, go ahead.
How crazy is it? Somebody told me how crazy is that Paul George ain't on this Olympic team, and I said, well, back it back down for a second. Let's chill. And secondly,
it's not that crazy, yeah.
Only Paul George would be the guy that said he wanted to stay in L.A., but he felt the offer was disrespectful, and that the 76ers were the third choice behind the Warriors. So, how do you think of Philly fans hearing like, "Hey, you were third choice"?
Don't never say that. You messed up, man.
He did.
He kind of messed up, man.
He talks too much.
He looked at the money. He talks too much, right? And he looked at the money as the end-all, be-all of what determining where I'm going to live at and do my thing. So I kind of, me personally, Brandon, after building the brand that he finally got to L.A., right? Spent a year on the flats in Oklahoma. He finally got to L.A., and he became a multimedia star. My goodness, man. Didn't the J.J. Redick just become boom from bam from a podcaster to a LA to a coach? So like the potential for Paul George to in that that lane, entertainment, after basketball is over, man, like you kind of just left in it all to go to play in the group. I mean, you know, Philadelphia is not Hollywood. You know what I mean? So and they're playing in Hollywood, like, you know, saying everybody says, you know, who's in the crowd, you know, that ain't anything. Like, but the Philly fandom, they take that basketball very seriously. I'm surprised they ain't turned on Joel Embiid.
Not yet.
I'm surprised they ain't turned on Joel Embiid. I cannot believe that town has not turned on Joel. They won't. And Maxey, who, you know, so shout out to him. He's just signed his new contract. They ain't ready to turn on him just yet because they seen him grow every time. You know what I'm saying? And he really did come with a whole lot. You know, I just remember, you can just remember the little Tyrese Maxey. You know what I'm saying? The one year we saw him in college. But no, man, Maxey is they like him. I can't believe they ain't turn on Joel Embiid. They turn on everybody else. Turn on Doc Rivers. They gonna turn on Nick Nurse.
They
gonna
turn on
get
Dr.
the team
J.
a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? Well, he just kind of got older. You know what I'm saying? But and then like Charles Barkley got out of town before they could totally turn on him. So Paul George can AI kind of turn on.
Easy.
AI just kind of turns his way. You know, like think about. All right, man. I hope somebody calls in, man, and checks me. But Larry Brown tried to corral all of Allen Iverson that he could, and once he couldn't, and he was out the door, and then that other was that remember the general manager Pat Groce, who was like he was a positivity guy. He got rich. I think that was his name. The general manager. He always smiled a lot, red hair, glasses. Like once he was out of the CEO ownership spot, man, Allen Iverson was like, okay. They was like, and I mean, I'm not gonna say they were his handlers or anything like that, but they set the parameters for him was like, you want to continue to be successful.
Wasn't their GM Billy King?
That's probably where things went astray. Yes.
Let me remind everybody.
That's where things went astray.
Yeah. Let me remind everybody here that the memory lane of the Philadelphia 76ers that went to the NBA Finals, John. This is your team.
Right.
Here's your team. You're going to bring out some names.
Aaron McKee, y'all. The Kim and Matumba, y'all.
Hold on. I know we went through this already, but there's some other names I forgot was on this team.
I did.
Rookie, Raja Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Rodney Buford.
He was on the team.
When I see the old 76ers logo, I don't think of Allen Iverson. I don't think of Aaron McKee. I think of this guy, Matt Geiger.
Matt Geiger was a Geiger count. He used to hit them threes, man.
Tyrone Hill. I remember him in NBA Live,
Tyrone Hill.
98.
He was long. Yeah, he was long in the tooth. But yeah, Tyrone Hill was bounced around a little bit. But he's an all-star.
I forgot Tony Kukoc. Tony Kukoc was on the team.
Yep. He did a piece of the Bulls dynasty.
George Lynch.
They used it to get. Yeah. George Lynch was a glue guy. Yeah, George Lynch played with a broken leg, man. That dude's crazy.
John's boy, center number 50, Todd McCullough.
Man, that dude was horrible.
Vernon Maxwell. I only remember him from the Rockets. Aaron McKee.
I don't remember him being a rotation guy, though, but I guess.
Yeah.
They say he was on the team.
Rashawn McLeod.
Yep, young guy.
Anthony Miller. Naz Muhammad. Dikembe. Kevin Ollie. Pepe Sanchez.
Nazir Muhammad from Connecticut. I mean, from Kentucky.
Yep. Kevin Ollie, Pepe Sanchez, Eric Snow, and the final one, who I always remember being a 76er, Theo Ratliff.
Give me Eric. Oh, yeah, man. Everybody, man. A lot of people thought Theo Ratliff to be a bit like a version of Horace Grant. He did not live up to that. He was good, though. He did not live up to the Horace Grant level. No, sir.
No, they did not.
No, ma'am.
Do you remember who they beat in the Eastern Conference Finals that year, John? Trivia question.
Was it them Pacers?
No, they beat them in the first round.
Okay, because I remember them playing.
Yep.
It had to have been maybe. Ding dong. Can I get some Jeopardy music?
Yeah.
Maybe. If it wasn't, because I remember them playing.
They were the number 2 seed in the East.
The Detroit Pistons. Final answer.
No, sir. It was the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, man. With Ray Allen?
Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, Darvin Ham, Jason Hart, Jerome Kersey, Mark Pope, Joe Frisbilla, Michael Redd, Glenn Robinson, Tim Thomas, and Scott Williams.
They was right for the Pickens. That team, look who's on that team, man.
Jerome Kersey.
They was right for the Pickens.
Irvin Johnson, not Magic, Irvin. Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Jason Caffey.
Lindsey Hunter was a good guy.
Rayford Austin.
Rayford Austin. Gibbs Malou. That team, man. That team ain't nobody never talked about it. We would call that an underachieving team right there, wasn't it? In this time.
Here you go. Who they beat in the second round. This team's got some this team's got some names on it. The second round they beat the Toronto Raptors. They beat the Raptors, who were second in the Central Division. Listen to this roster. Muggsy Bogues.
Who was on that roster?
Vince Carter, Chris Childs, Keon Clark, Tyrone Corbin, Del Curry, Antonio Davis, Mark Jackson, Garth Joseph, Eric Montross, Tracy Murray, the gunslinger.
That's crazy. They had a vet team.
Charles Oakley, Mo
team.
Peterson, Michael Stewart, Alvin Williams, Jerome Williams, Corliss Williamson from Arkansas, and Kevin Willis.
Arkansas. Yeah.
That was a solid squad, dude.
I get it they lost. I mean, I get it they beat them. But that's a solid squad.
They had 6 guys, John. 6 guys on their roster have 12-plus years in the NBA. 6 guys.
When you say Tyrone Corbin and Antonio Davis and Mark Jackson, absolutely. And by that time, Montrose got rest of soul. He was probably been his 6th, 7th year. I do believe.
Yeah, it was his 6th.
Maybe no, lost that. Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember Tracy Murray, man. Just deadly.
The shooter, man. Imagine if they had him now, man. Oh my God, we wouldn't hear the end of it.
But I figured we would go down memory lane there, man. It's a slow sports time, so I figured we would go a little down memory lane. Paul George also made a comment when they were talking about on his podcast, and I was listening to it. We were talking to Deals that the falling out with Clippers for what he wanted contract-wise. The final quote was, quote, "I can't take nobody's word if they can't put it in writing." And I said, that's very interesting, Paul, because I feel like the Pacers would say the same thing about you when your exit was here.
I can't believe it. I mean, I'm glad in his last conversation he didn't mention Indiana in any type of way. But just some of the things he was saying was cat wild to me. Like he said the first offer he gave me was 2 years, $60 million, and I was like, I get it, $30 million. In their world, that's an insult. When he signed for 55, that's how much. That's how much the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm gonna make sure we cut this part, Brandon. Now, that's how much the Philadelphia 76ers are on hook for him when he kicks in. I think it kicks in next year, $55 million.
Yeah.
For him to hide.
Scott K. Nichols said PG will be the 3rd option in Philly. Will have his best year with no leadership expectations.
For him to hide, but like, hey man, you know what? When they lose, they're going to blame Paul George. I promise you.
Can he handle the wrath of the Philly fans if things go south, to be honest?
Man, well, but that's on the win. That's on the win-loss tip. In between times, I guarantee you next year, they're going to be the story. Whenever they have a big losing streak, they're going to be the story. Whenever Joel Embiid gets hurt, of course they're going to be the story. But then Paul George, you ain't going to be able to hide. Paul George ain't gonna be able to hide. See, that's the thing. Like, does it snow in December? Yes, it does. When has Joel Embiid not been hurt?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It don't happen.
Yeah.
Paul George, get it together, bro.
DeMar DeRozan traded to the Kings. This was while I was on vacation. Traded to the Kings, 3-year deal, $74 million with the Kings. You like the move?
People believe in it, man. If I had my, you know how you say this a little bit when you explain to somebody, we just had a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of time, and we, you know what I'm saying, you put your fingers up there. I think the Kings got a little bit better. That's it. I can't lose my mind over it. You know what I'm saying? Their best free agent signing was make sure Malik Monk stayed in rotation. He was a free agent too, but like they traded Barnes. I get it. What's name still plays at an all-star level. DeRozan still plays at an all-star level, and you know what I'm saying, they're getting a better engaged offensive player. So, you know, but them beating the likes of Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about playoffs now. You know what I'm saying? To what what they've had, to what we've seen, and then all those teams also got better. I think the only team that really couldn't do anything this year was Denver, because they lost their free agent. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else kind of got better. Even if you chuckle at this, even San Antonio got better. You know what I'm saying? So the West has got better. So I don't know. I don't know about that, Brad.
Zach Edey had his first game with Memphis. Missed the dunk that would have probably won it, but had the tip in at the buzzer. That was the big highlight going to overtime. He held his own out there, it seemed like, John. After that performance, sportsbooks have now put him as the favorite at plus 600 to win Rookie of the Year.
Stop it. We live in here.
Zach Edey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Jumped to the top.
From what I watched, man, and with my scientific eye,
Careful.
You know,
we know his coach.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, he's gonna have to learn how to not foul in order to stay in the game.
Well, that's why they give you
in summer league, in summer league, you get 6, but you don't get disqualified. But in the NBA, like, you know what I'm saying, we can't have you out here if you don't keep on fouling. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Guys are going to try. Guys are going to try. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be real interesting when he has to play Giannis. It's gonna be definitely interesting when he has to play Joel Embiid. But like, no, man, Zach held his own. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound, man. He don't have to really jump, as y'all saw with the dunk. You know what I'm saying? To get off the ground. He's a disciplined athlete. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a motor, man. Away they go, man. If they say the odds makers say he got that particular chance of winning Rookie of the Year, I kind of believe it in this class.
Report that there's a mystery team that's offering 3 first-round picks for Lauri Markkanen. Is that too many?
3 first-round picks? Who's that desperate?
That's why they're a mystery team.
Well, that was the thing is, here's the thing, y'all. Don't ever trust Danny Ainge in a deal. Don't ever think you're getting you know what I'm saying? Don't ever think you're getting over on Danny Ainge when it comes to this NBA trade. I'm trying to tell you. Whoever is talking about trading has to be unless they are a tanking team, okay? We already went through that 10 minutes ago, Brandon. Why are you making trades right now? Did you not see Cooper playing? I don't want to go crazy again, Brandon. So Lauri Markkanen,
you're ready to crown him, aren't you?
First round, I'm walking out the door. I'm trying to tell you, if Danny Ainge said, "Give me 3 first rounds for Lauri Markkanen," I walk out the door, and I'm like, man, I can't talk to you. Man, who do you think you're talking to? I like Lauri Markkanen. I do. I like him. 3 first rounders, not in the Cooper Flag waters, not in the Boozer son. He getting ready to come up too. Boozer son too, coming up.
Ooh.
You want me to give you 3 first rounders when we got to be in these conversations? No way, Jose. See you later, alligator.
So that's a no for you. That's a no for you. Okay.
Not no 3. 2. I mean, 2 maybe. But
Pacers announced the signing of Pascal Siakam, the max deal. They had the press conference this week. Carlisle made some headlines with saying, quote, "This is easily the biggest free agency signing in the history of this franchise." You agree with that?
It is, man. What he's saying the sole signing of Siakam or this whole class.
He said the whole signing from Siakam.
Yeah, the whole. Well, wow. Well, I guess they really planning on like opening it up with him.
Did you see how much guaranteed money? 50-something guaranteed to Obi.
I think
it's time to play, man.
They really believed in Obi Toppin. I did not know that was the mark for Obi Toppin, Brad. I thought Obi Toppin was living in, I mean, he ain't living in a bad world though.
No, but he's got to step it up now.
But
can't have bad nights.
Brandon, don't take your emotion out of it. Take your fandom out. I know I still have it too with the Pacers, and I do. That's true. I'm just being honest with you. They have to do the same thing they did this year, next year. I'm being honest, or better. I don't care about what New York did. I don't care. I'm talking about what Indianapolis. You just said it. Like Carlisle said it. They didn't invest in Siakam, but like there's other money that's been invested. And the homie D-Cot, I know he'll call at some point. He's still trying to take T.J. McConnell, but they saying, "No, we gonna keep that." So we kind of like not. We haven't really like, you know what I'm saying, done that Pacer move here from the, you know what I'm saying, from the on top. Like, hey, man, we got to cut salary. You know what I'm saying? They haven't done that. I'll say yes.
Well, they still have 3 open positions right now.
Right. But because, like, man, we got Jarris Walker still on audition down in Summer League. And they have some other, you know what I'm saying, some of those second rounders, they're going to work out, try to see. Isaiah Wong, last year's number, Mr. 55, he's not with the Pacers this year. He's in somebody else's Summer League camp. And he'll probably make their team because the Pacers is real heavy at point guard. Are they not? I don't even know how like the kid from UConn, he might turn out to be a pretty good guy, Brandon, but like I don't know how he breaks the Pacers rotation. Not what the Pacers have right now.
I think he's got the best chance of the 3.
Man, the Pacers have to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals, Brandon. Period.
I don't think it's happening.
I'm telling you. They have. I don't give a damn about no Paul. I hope they have to go through New York.
Oh.
Philadelphia. No, Philadelphia and New York. There you go. Put it all on the table. Philadelphia and New York go through them, Pacers. You got to walk through the fire. You got you, Brandon.
Bronny plays 1 game, 4 points, and then now he's hurt, not playing the rest of the summer league. That ended quick.
You could lose your mind. I think, did I not say that was gonna happen? I said, I hope we don't come up late, but because I think that's what like they know, man. Listen, man, Brandon, like people think it's almost controversial to talk in my house. I got into an argument with my nephews about it. These are grown men. They didn't understand. They understand what I was saying. I was understanding what they were saying, but we wasn't on the same plane of understanding. You know what I mean? It almost became. I couldn't believe it. I was like, they changed the draft so that he could get drafted because LeBron James is getting ready to retire in 2 years. And Bronny is a pro, but he's not a pro in 2 years. So we had to make this happen a little bit faster. That's what it is. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong,
Brandon. I'm not saying. ESPYs are Thursday night, by the way.
So you said what up?
The ESPYs are tomorrow night. FYI, I just saw.
Man, ain't nobody. Is anybody watch that?
Nope.
I don't even watch that.
Let me ask you this.
Like, no, but that's what it is. But so like Bronny's gonna be okay. Bronny's gonna be a pro at some point, man. But they don't want to put that on no spectacle, man. He don't want to be put on those skates. This dude's out there really trying to make it. The kid, he's on a Exhibit 10 contract. The Pacers signed him. Watching, I don't want to mess up his name.
Who?
The kid from Wisconsin. He trying to make that team, man. You know what I mean? But nah, man. Bronny's on the shelf. It's okay.
Who do you have as your WNBA Rookie of the Year? Careful.
Man, this is going to be a highly contested thing, Brandon. It's going to be highly contested. I love it. You have to love it. It's between, everybody knows it's between, it ain't between nobody else, even though the little lady, her name forgets me right now. Shame on me, y'all.
Wow, the women are going to love us.
Hey, man, I'm better than you. The daggone homies who can't never talk to Caitlin Clark ever from here.
Oh, that pervert?
But see, I'm not no pervert. I just call her a little lady.
No, he's a pervert. But pervert.
You're right. I was like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, man, what are you doing? You got to make the date, not in the camera. But no, she played for Utah last year. She's a rookie. She got an interesting name. But like, no, outside of Minnesota, she has a little bit of spark for them. Like, no, it's kind of gonna be down between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, man. What Caitlin Clark has been able to do, kind of weather the storm of media attention and weather the storm of ladies, you know what I'm saying, on you know, some veterans on not necessarily having the most open and welcome for her, and have to deal with it all, and being very, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to like talk back about all these things, very kind of open about it, and also very positive about it, man.
John,
to be honest with you,
I'm not impressed by Angel Reese. I think Caitlin Clark should be Rookie of the Year. Angel Reese.
He probably is.
Yeah, you got 14. You got 14 double doubles. The one you fucking backed into it today. Questionable at the end how you got it, but you backed into it today with a controversial foul late when you guys are already up big. But hell yeah, she's going to average a double double when she keeps missing damn shots and she keeps hitting her own rebound right there. Hell yeah, it's going to be easy to get a double double. She's the most awkward. She's so awkward out there running.
That's how she plays. Brandon, that's how she plays, man. I get it. That's why they didn't think. That's why she wasn't highly picked. You know what I'm saying? She was in the first round.
She was seventh.
Just because but she probably should have went a little bit higher. To be honest with you, but nobody. But she struggles with her outside shot, but she's been showing that she can hit those.
She has no outside shot. Zero outside shots. I'm looking at her game log right now. She's only made 2 threes the entire year. So but yeah, man, she's at the free throw line every other day, always. But she's shooting 40%, 25%, 30%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 29%, 25%, 22%.
What you need to do, Brandon, is start putting money down on Angel Reese to get how many rebounds per game, so that you can get paid off of it.
But John, the odds are already skewed. You can't now, man. Vegas has skewed the odds so much. Like tomorrow night, the Sky play at the Liberty. Tomorrow night, if I'm looking at Angel Reese's stats right now, which I don't think they've got her props up right now. They don't have her props.
You're getting 12 boards. Oh, they ain't got a prop?
Not yet. They don't have it out yet. Let me ask you this. I got some shit that'll get you going. Tonight's the show where it's like all over the place, and I like to get your mind thinking. This is going to get you really fired up with college football, John. Nike CEO Phil Knight is supplying Oregon with unlimited NIL resources. Knight 86 desperately wants to see a championship, and his alma mater is willing to pay whatever it takes for it to happen. Unlimited NIL to the Big Ten Oregon Ducks.
Hey, man, I get it, man. Nike's, but, man, listen. The only teams is going to be talking about winning championships. Now, the Oregon's going to get better, especially when Phil Knight comes out.
They'll be top 14 this year.
Correct. And then my homie Brandon Reed, 3 episodes ago, y'all, I done already said, look out for the Oregon Ducks next year.
Yep.
This is my homie Brandon Reed on this show. And I'm not saying I'm a futurist or anything like that, but I've already given you future level content year over year. We already have. You know what I'm saying? I know it's crazy. So listen to what I'm going to tell you. Phil Knight, you can't outbid the billionaires down there in Texas.
Oh, sure you can.
You can't. You can't with it. You can't with no, sir. You cannot. And I don't know if that Buckeye is I don't know what that is, man. But like whatever sources of power they got behind them, he gotta go that hurdle too. And let's not forget, Phil Knight, that Michigan is like they hate them people over there in Ohio.
Uh-oh.
Don't make them hate you.
Uh-oh.
Don't make them hate you. It's another level of hate. Like Michigan people, that's for real. Michigan, and now you trying to step Phil Knight. You a little older now. Michael Jordan ain't walking through that door to help save you. Bo, what's the homie? Bo Jackson. He ain't coming there and walking there and save you. He's like, hey man, I done made a mistake. I done ran my mouth. Can you go out there and help me with the community? Because I done ran my mouth and Oregon can't live up to what the hell I just said. Because Oregon, you're going to level up. It ain't like they suck at any point in the last 10 years, right? But you talking about getting back in that, man, listen. He got a lot of hurdles to you know what I'm saying, to hop over that before you start saying that. So I didn't even mention Alabama. And I don't know if Brandon, if one of these Florida teams ever going to get their act together?
Next year.
Okay.
They're supposed to have the number 1 recruiting class next year.
I'll tell you what, Phil Knight, and this ain't no disrespect to who's coaching them right now.
It's about to be here. I can feel it coming.
He can go trade. I don't think if you think the homie ever gonna come to the Big Ten from Clemson, he comes to the Big Ten or he going to the SEC?
Which big homie?
From Clemson.
SEC.
Dabo Swinney.
SEC. He don't want that Big Ten smoke.
The Big Ten. Oh wow.
Just being real. Just being real.
But like, nah, man, I'm glad Phil Knight put it out there, but you got a lot of hurdles to climb, bro.
John Cena's retiring, John. 2025. C Nation retiring. He's going to do one last year of stuff. Ironically, his last Royal Rumble will be here in Indianapolis.
John Cena, how many times champion? 16 or 25?
15 times. He needs one more to... Actually, no, he's 16 times. He needs one more to beat the Nature Boy.
What real storyline? John's a good guy, man. It's deep down, right? I don't even know why. He's probably just contracted obligated to do the last year, right? And you know what I'm saying? But John's a good guy. He's going to go to Hollywood and make some more terrible movies or whatever TV shows. It is what it is. I'm telling the truth. He ain't no actor. He was a wrestler.
Damn.
But, you know, wrestling, you got to transition to fame at some point. You know what I'm saying? Can't be taking bumps. Otherwise, you'd be out there like Hollywood Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? When it was at the WCW, they was rolling dudes up out the power plant. You know what I'm saying? But John Cena, I like hustle, lore, respect John Cena. I like spinning title John Cena, but that was 20 years ago, John Cena. You know what I mean? So I couldn't see him really like working a strong program anyway. You know what I'm saying? With a great storyline. Or so anyway, but who knows what? You know how WWE thinks, man. They might end up getting him and CM Punk in a situation. Something like that. You know what I mean? And
Tribal Chief needs to come back.
I don't know.
I'm ready for the Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief. The real Tribal Chief.
You don't like what the potential is wrong?
I mean, Solo can do his thing, but I think we're gonna have a hell of a Survivor Series when he comes back. War Games.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you this.
Dude, I'm kind of
for WWE news that I didn't know, and I'm a big WWE guy, like history, all that shit. For something that I never put two and two together, the anniversary of Joey Morella, the WWF referee that passed away in that car accident at age 32. I didn't know Gorilla Monsoon was his dad. I had no idea.
You didn't know Monsoon? Oh, you know that?
I didn't know Morella, the ref, was his son. I didn't know.
Kept it in the family, man.
They did.
Everybody can't be no wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah. Something just came. Somebody said on Twitter, "What's the earliest WWE pay-per-view you remember watching live?" Somebody's answer was SummerSlam. It was Hogan and the Warrior against Sergeant Slaughter and General Aknan and Colonel Mustafa. And it was also the match made in heaven, Randy Savage and Elizabeth Wedding.
I don't know. I can't remember the first one. There were some great ones in the 90s.
My first pay-per-view, I remember.
We should get them on Sunday. Yeah, we should get them on Sunday, but.
Yeah, I remember back in the day with the cable boxes, you could turn the antennas a little bit and you could get it for free.
Oh, dude, we did that. I mean, I watched the third SummerSlam.
Kids these days have no clue. They have no clue what the hell we're talking about.
Right, they just know how to. Everybody now got a good hack, or they are. It's already posted up for you. You know what I'm saying? On somebody's live stream or whatever. So
yeah. Let's see. MLB All-Star rosters were revealed. The Home Run Derby next Monday night. They're still waiting for one more participant for it. They changed up the rules a little bit, but I don't know. Listen, I'm a traditionalist. Let's go back to the 10 outs. I don't need 3-4 minutes worth of swinging. And you can't watch a home run where it lands because the camera always cuts back to him getting ready to hit another ball because they're trying to hit him quick as it can be. So it takes away the aura, I feel, of the old Home Run Derby 10 pitches. You sit back, you take a few swings, and you watch the whole thing. I don't like the way they do it now. Of course, they always find a way to ruin it. They have officially ruined the Home Run Derby for me.
Well, baseball, they like to experiment, but they still are the only one. This is what I say, Brandon. Baseball is still the only all-star event that matters of the major sports. Does the NBA all-star matter?
I think the women's will be better than the men's. Is that a hot take?
Right. But the men's don't matter no more. And then the NFL, they got to make it. They didn't make it so that they, the NFL.
They have one?
Right.
I used to watch the Royal Rumble. I didn't worry about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, they didn't want to do flags. They didn't want to. I get it, man. Nobody wanted, you know what I'm saying? So they all that tough guy football is gone.
Your boy, Arch Manning.
I still salute the Major League Baseball. Yeah. He's playing in the game.
He's in the game, man. He took 60K for it.
But he ain't playing. On the field.
Nope, but he's playing in the commercials. He bench Quinn Ewers.
I would stop it.
By the way,
I wonder what they had. Texas. I mean, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for college football.
Next week, I'm trying to tell you, talk college football. You didn't want to. By the way, next week's show.
I don't have nothing.
We'll be taking a week off next week. I know that's breaking news to you.
Who we gonna tell Kenny?
But next week we'll have to do live videos or whatnot. Next week, I got too much going on with work and stuff, and then Tuesday I am out of commission on Tuesday. I have pre-ordered College Football 25, and I will be playing that the entire day and night on Tuesday. So bring me back to my college days of playing football, college football on the PlayStation. So I can't wait for that game to come out. I'm still trying to figure out what team I'm going to take first on Dynasty, John. I've broken it down to some teams, man. I may start my whole dynasty as like offensive coordinator for Ball State, and just work my way to a big program. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I hate to say it about our alma mater, but this might be it for Mike New, John. If they don't come out of the gate not strong because they play some tough games, but you got to produce in the MAC this year, man. You got to. I'm bringing up their schedule right now on my shout out Phil Steele College Football Magazine, the Bible of college football. I've got that. And shout out, he gave me a nice little shout out on X the other day.
There you go.
Let's see here. Let me give you the schedule. Murderers Row. Game 1, you play Missouri State at home, so winnable.
Oh yeah.
Then you go. Then you take on the U at Miami.
No, not at Miami.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
No, I'm just talking about Miami, Ohio.
No, this is the U. Then they go to Central Michigan and at James Madison.
James Madison, this is their first year in a Division I, ain't it?
Yeah. So they don't have sort of old boy anymore since he went to IU. But then they take on Western Michigan at home. They're at Kent State. Here's one I think they could win. They're at Vanderbilt. Can they get another SEC victory?
You got to beat Vanderbilt, Ball State. You got to. They're at Vanderbilt.
Yes, at Vanderbilt. The Cardinals are 0-13 straight up versus current SEC teams.
Dude, I'm putting the media credentials in tonight. We got to get there.
At Vandy?
By hook or by crook.
At Vandy? You ready to make a trip to Nashville? All right. Homecomings against Northern Illinois. And then they take on Miami, at Buffalo, and then Bowling Green and Ohio. They were 4-8 last year. 9th year for Mike New. That's about the time to put up or shut up time after that bowl game.
I agree, man. What I don't know what kind. I don't have the notes in front of me as well, man. I don't know what kind of retention he's had from this year and from last year.
Yeah, I got it for you.
Excuse me, from last year to this year. But that's kind of going to be. I do know.
Phil's forecast says. His forecast says in 22, my computer called for Ball State to score 25 points a game, and they hit 23. Last year, they had 6 starters back, but juggling 3 quarterbacks, they slipped to just 308 yards per game and 18 points. After switching to an RPO offense, the last 6, they put up 20 per game. This year returns to a balanced offense that New prefers with accurate quarterback Simonza at controls. They do lose their second team MAC running back, but have a veteran O-line will be more potent, one of New's best. But right now they've got a redshirt freshman, Caden Simonza, as their QB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So what happens with a program in those mid-major programs like Ball State? And if the NFL don't get you guys, in the 3rd round, 4th round, right? Then a Big Ten program or SEC program, or it's stealing your guy, showing them more money, showing them more NIL. Showing them a better way to get where they want to go. So that kind of that's when guys are like kind of got to fall back on their coaching, fall back on their deep level coaching, and have more options. Than being we got this one quarterback. It's kind of I know mid-major programs don't have a whole lot of money, but you have to figure out how to get better options out there. Offensively. I'm saying I would put all the team put all the money on the offense, man.
Right.
So at least score points, man. Right, but most of those times, they peanut butter out the money, and I get that, but. Yeah, I get it, man. This is season on the brink, season critical.
8 guys returning starter. 8 starters returning on the offense, 1 on the defense. They have 35 Letterman returning. They lost 29. So we'll see what Mike New and this team can do for Ball State this year. Looking forward to them. John, Big Ten. I don't know. We'll have our own college football preview show, but Big Ten forecast. They've got, as I said, Ohio State as winning the Big Ten. In second place, they got Oregon, the Ducks. Like I said, I think it's going to take Oregon one more year. I'll repeat it. It's going to take them one more year, and then next year they'll be on top of the Big Ten. I think Dan Lanning, I like what he's got going on there at Oregon. They just need 1 year. And I think they're going to be able to show they don't need to do the complete ground and pound smash ball of the Big Ten. That the Big Ten is going to be, I hate to say it, but Big Ten's going to turn a little hybrid, I feel, John. A little bit hybrid to where that air attack is going to be a little more seen in this Big Ten Conference.
And now, I don't know. Well, they've added a little taste, right? So you say next year they're winning the big. They'll be in that Big Ten championship level, right? And still, where does that put you? Because the Big Ten, like you said, the South is going to start clashing. Iowa is ground and pound. You said it. Iowa's ground and pound for darn sure.
You ready for the snap call here? You can cut it.
What's that?
Dylan Gabriel wins Big Ten Player of the Year this year.
You that confident in it?
Yes. Big Ten Player of the Year, Dylan Gabriel, Oregon quarterback. Ohio State will win the Big Ten, but he'll win Player of the Year.
Life after Bo Nix, y'all.
Shit, how many? I'm surprised you're not more old school, John. Where you're upset with him when he went to Central Michigan or Central Florida, then he went to Oklahoma, and then he goes from Oklahoma out to Oregon.
I ain't gonna lose my mind about it, man.
What about Cam Rising? 8 years?
Cam Rising's been in school for 8 years.
He just got a pass from the NCAA for another year.
Brandon, I would ask what they got going on in Utah. Like I don't know, but we all know what's going on in Utah. They got mass grooming.
Oh,
with women. They do.
I know.
Kyle, come on.
Shout out Filipowski, your boy. You let it happen.
Yeah. Who let it? No, I let it happen. He didn't say to Duke.
Duke faithful let it happen.
Money.
Coach K wouldn't let it happen on his watch.
Right, absolutely not.
Yeah, man. So I kind of like where that's at. They've got Penn State 3, Michigan 4, Iowa at 5, USC at 6. I am interested to see how USC and Lincoln Riley, how they do in the Big Ten. I am interested in that this year.
Brandon, I hope somebody surprises us, man. They didn't make this new, ain't no more Pac-12. What am I supposed to do, Brandon? I used to stay up late at night.
There's still 2 teams.
Just to watch the Pac-12. Nah, I got my ear tuned into Boise State fully now, and the rest of the teams that they are, everybody just forgot about the rest of the whack.
John, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Weber State. Go ahead.
I got September 1st. Get your popcorn ready. You get a watch on September 1st in Las Vegas. LSU and USC.
Yeah. I mean, that's big time. I'm glad they put it on the docket. That means they ain't ducking and dodging anybody.
So,
you know what I mean?
One year we did a trophy case and whatnot for the teams that how they're looking. So this year we're going to do it's going to be sugar or shit. That's what it's going to be. Man, I you know how much I believed in this team last year. I'm going to step up and believe in them a little bit this year.
You ain't talking about the Hoosiers, y'all.
Nebraska, man. Matt Rule, come on. This is.
Hey, man, you know what, Brandon?
They got to do something.
You know what, Brandon? Brandon, they paid the quarterback. They got a quarterback. My guy Rule is in it. This is what he does, though. Like I kind of forgot about that part, Brandon. Like I was all about rivalry and how Nebraska got to play this, that, and other, and that's still true. Don't get it twisted. But I forgot who this dude was, man. He never should have stuck his neck in anybody's NFL locker room. Ever.
Nope. Should have stayed at Baylor.
Not unless he was coming to shake people's hands, pass out some water or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. But he's not an NFL coach. But does he know football? Absolutely, he does, man. He knows football, bro. And we talking about college level football and building up programs and being patient. Like, go check his history. I don't have it in front of me. I don't have the Google machine in front of me. Y'all do. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But he put together great teams at all the spots, man. So Nebraska got money behind it. I want to remind Phil Knight about them too. You know what I'm saying?
They should be 8-4
so,
this
like,
year.
when you talk about who you gonna be jumping, line jumping, man. Matt Rule, it's probably gonna be one of Matt Rule's best coaching jobs, man. This year,
9 offensive guys returning starters, 8 on the defense. I got him 8-4.
Yeah. They just don't have nothing to explode on nobody. I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't. You know, they'll hang around with a team which is what at this point what you respect. They'll make he's made Nebraska respectable again. You know, what I'm saying? This is what you talking about. You said 8-4.
Yeah.
Man, if Nebraska is 8-4, Brandon, oh my goodness.
You think that's too high?
No, I'm saying that's where they want to live at.
Can I read the schedule to you? You tell me what you think, and I'll count your wins or losses and see where you're at with them.
Nebraska.
Okay.
Nebraska. Let's go.
Corn Huskers. All right. Game 1, home against UTEP.
They got the UTEP. Come on. That's what they're scheduled for.
Game 2, home game, Colorado Buffaloes and Dion. They got whacked last year.
They did. I still like Colorado, but it's gonna be close.
Home against Northern Iowa.
Beat Northern Iowa to death.
Home against Illinois. They went to Illinois last year and beat them 17-9.
Listen, Illinois. There's no sizzle around that program. Sorry if I offended anybody in that market.
At Purdue. They went to Purdue and won big last year.
Listen. This is supposed to be a better Purdue. It better be a better Purdue. Otherwise, homie ain't going to be there. Too much longer. Basketball program.
So who you go with, Purdue or Nebraska?
Nebraska. Sorry, man. I told you I don't want to get us in trouble. But yeah, I try to.
Homecoming against Rutgers.
They got Rutgers. Man.
Rutgers gonna be good this year.
Give me Nebraska.
Give me
Nebraska though. I like Rutgers basketball. Rutgers basketball gonna be good too.
They got a bye week. Then they got a bye week, and then they are at Indiana after the bye.
This dude, the Indiana coach, think he's ready to beat Ohio State already, y'all. That's crazy. He might get steamrolled this year, Nebraska.
At Ohio State.
But this is where the road meets the road. Now this is where they gonna tell you, hey, bro, this is where you get off and we keep on going. That's the game Ohio State uses.
And Ohio State will be coming off a bye, so
yeah,
they make it.
Yeah, Nebraska be like, number 12 in the land, right? And the Ohio State needs to get in the top 4. They'll use that to, catapult into the top 3, the top 4 by beating Nebraska handily.
UCLA. They play UCLA at home on November 2nd.
UCLA ain't got no leader. UCLA ain't got no, he's cool. The dude they got to replace, the offensive wizard, but nah, man. UCLA gonna have a tough year this year. It's gonna be a strong year for them.
All right.
They'll do decent, but Nebraska got that.
At USC.
I don't know. I don't trust USC. Brandon, you got to make it interesting. You got to make it saucy. You got to say, hey, man, this ain't just going to chalk them up for USC. Give me Nebraska. I know. We're doing this shit already. This is not pick 'em.
Hey, I know, but we're just doing overall. I like the overall.
But for real. I kind of like them to be spoilery too this year. For real. Okay. It might not be USC, but since we at this point, why not? USC.
Nebraska hasn't beaten them 5 times. They've played since 1970 5 times, and USC's won all 5 matchups. So
yeah, USC didn't change. Been through too much change though. This is gonna be different. This is gonna be something for them too. Coming all over here to
home
the East
against
Coast and then playing
Wisconsin.
different. Come on, that's the actual robbery though. Can you believe that now in this world? Nebraska and Wisconsin. Well, they try to make
it's got to be even.
I don't know. I guess
since Nebraska came into the Big Ten, they're 1-11 against Wisconsin.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, just looked up the stat.
They all be ashamed of that. I'm gonna go with Nebraska though.
And then the final one's at Iowa.
The homie from for Iowa, he need to win that game, Brandon. Sorry, he's not gonna be. That's gonna be a great game though. And Nebraska, all that corn. Can you believe it? Corn Huskers and the Iowa, the Hawkeyes. Oh my goodness, I can't wait till they crack them up.
Okay.
But no, man, I'm probably taking Iowa on that one.
JB, you got the Cornhuskers going 9-3.
I told you, man.
When I tell you, this has got to be the year.
It's the year they turned it around, man. He showed up a projection. He got a lot of the dudes that he had to retain and not go into the NFL, probably because nobody was trying to sniff them as NFL guys either. You know what I'm saying? But if you can get your team into, if you can get your team to believe in it, they can be living in a 9-3 world, or even better. Like nobody's preaching, we lost 3 games, but there is a reality, right? Then you telling them guys you have the NFL at your eyes. That's how he did it at all the other spots. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to help. That's going to probably will help propel them. You say 8-4, 9-3. I mean, I'll probably do it either. Yeah, definitely Nebraska will be for sure.
Yep. I like doing that. I think we need to start doing that more as college football approaches. Start doing some kind of just go through the schedule. We did Nebraska. Let's do one more Big Ten team.
Right. It'd be a little different, Brandon. They don't play Michigan.
No, they don't.
Unless they have to play Michigan.
Speaking of Michigan, I have their sheet right here. Do you want to do Nebraska and West Michigan tonight?
We can do a little bit, but like, man, the homie came. I just want to remind you, Brandon, he can't be crying on the sideline. This ain't the year for that. Ain't no crying on the sideline here, man. And I'm an emotional person, my damn self, man. But like, we did this for you, Jim.
Right.
Come on, man.
All right, let's do Michigan. That way we'll have 2 teams. We'll do the Big Ten leading up.
Fair.
So we'll do 2. There's our 2. Michigan, first game, home against Fresno. I think it's a dub. Easily. Fresno State.
They should crush. They should crush them.
Game 2, Texas at Michigan.
You said Texas at Michigan?
Yep.
Unfortunately, man, that's a big game for them. They ain't come to play around this year, buddy.
So you're taking.
They ain't a new SEC.
You taking Texas?
Yeah, sorry, Michigan. I know,
so am I.
I know we probably lose.
No, I agree with you. I got Texas as well. I like Texas as well. Right now, wait till Pick'em comes out and then pull this clip. I'll probably change my pick, but just looking at it, I'll take it now. Homecoming against Arkansas State. Watch out now. Get the tears ready.
Oh, man. That's not a bad game, man. But they'll beat them. Michigan. Give me Michigan.
Home against USC.
This is where I love it. I love it, Brandon, because these teams, I felt like at some point used to kind of like play one another, like every now and then, when we had a Pac-10 and Big Ten, like over here, you know what I mean? When it was the sweet era, right? So like maybe some of these like older rivalries, man, get kind of like a dust up, you know what I mean? I kind of still like, again, Brandon, I'm not into fully in USC just yet. Give me Michigan.
Okay.
I'm back with the Blues.
I'm going to take Michigan as well now. Home against Minnesota. I think they beat Minnesota.
No, man. He ain't had letting that happen, man. Let's just watch. Hold on. You said at home? Was it? I thought
it's at home against Minnesota.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought because like the dude, you know, this is probably a tough year for the homie, too, and he's got a decent team too up there in Minnesota. But like, nah, I like you said at home at the big, you know, what I'm saying, the big house. Give me Michigan.
John, the Michigan's got a favorable schedule. First 5 games of the year are all at home. They don't go on the road until October.
Okay, they losing now.
First game on the road at Washington. They've lost a lot.
At Washington?
It was last year's national championship game, if you remember.
Late night, on the road. Are they ready for it? Give me what? They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for
Payback,
that.
Washington?
Pacific Coast time change, man. Yeah, being for real.
I'm going to take Michigan for now on that. You can roll this back. I'll probably change my mind when it gets time. But at Illinois.
They beat Illinois, man. Illinois, Purdue, Indiana, y'all live in a different kind of world now, y'all.
Home against Michigan State at home.
Home against Michigan State at home. Nah, they ain't. Michigan. You know better.
Home against Oregon. I love Oregon, so that's a loss for me.
Kind of close, man, but give me Oregon. That puts them at 3 losses.
At Indiana.
Right? Nope.
Yes, 3 for you, 2 for me.
Damn, Michigan, I'm sorry. They'll beat Indiana to death.
Okay. I've got them beating Indiana as well. bye week, and then they're home against Northwestern.
I know. There got to be a spoiler here somewhere, but like, nah, man, give me Michigan.
They've won 12 of their last 13 against Northwestern. And the final one at Ohio State. There's my L.
Yeah, you put that one big one.
So John's got them at 8-4. I've got them at 9-3.
They'll shave that man. They'll shave that man's head to toe if he loses. The Ohio State coach, if he loses to Michigan this year, they'll shave him. They'll shave him from head to toe and take him out of Columbus on a rail. Oof. He cannot lose. He can't lose them. He got it, man. He got technically, Brandon. When I'll be saying the Patriots got to make the East Conference, like Ohio State has to make the championship next year, and I ain't talking about just the playoffs.
Okay. So we've gotten 2 teams. John, I want one more. I'm so excited about college football. I want to go through one more team.
If we got time, this pick one, a non-Big 12 team.
Let's do one more Big Ten. Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll do one Big Ten, and then we'll do one another conference. That'll give us 4, because we got a decent amount of teams to go through before the season starts. And we're not on next week, so I want to do Penn State, because I think that's going to be interesting this year for them.
He fixed it. I thought this past summer, collecting talent he brought in. He also didn't necessarily lose a bunch of people to the NFL, even though not more than he's accustomed.
Tom Allen's on that team.
Right, that's right. Right. Let's be honest. That coach, he knows how to pipeline to the NFL too. He hasn't necessarily found a way to pipeline the talent that he has to get deep into the business of college winning in the next discussion of the national championship. And that's frustrating with their fandom, and their all these kind of things that make Penn State roll. And because Brandon, if he had he's always had defense. That's kind of what their calling card has been. He turned out, this defensive person in the NFL. Right, I'll give you that story already. But again, how can Penn State get into you gotta nobody wants to hear no excuses. Ohio State and Michigan, they don't have any excuses against one another, right?
Yeah.
Oregon and USC are here long for the ride. Like Penn State, are you gonna hold your stance? Are you gonna be able to hold your ground? That's one thing. Can you hold your ground in your position that y'all normally third? I'll be honest with you. Ain't that what they normally are? Mm-hmm. Third. If we had to average out where they ranked, where they finished at the last, whatever, I'd say they were third.
Third, just on their side of the division. Because
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you put everything together, they'll trade places with Wisconsin, whoever's that hotter team for that particular half decade or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, it's kind of a year. I get, man, all these players, all these coaches are telling their ADs and their presidents and their provosts, don't worry about the win-losses. We just got to get into the playoffs. And when we get into the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, you'll see how our style will go against Alabama. You'll see how it's like a team that they don't never get to play late in the season. But so it's kind of I won't say put up a shove. They're not gonna fire him. I don't believe. But they're gonna have to. They want to win a championship. They want to win. They want to win a national championship in Penn State.
I got them. I have Penn State at 8-4 this year. I have them losing a game
8-4
that they should.
But don't 8-4 get you to the playoffs?
That's good enough to get you fired. So let's get your picks here. At West Virginia.
At Penn State. They got that.
Home against Bowling Green.
They got that.
Home against Kent State. Good.
Against Kent State?
Yep.
They're looking good.
Home against Illinois.
They're looking real good.
Home against Home against UCLA.
Man, is this too easy?
That's 5-0. That's 5-0, John. I got him 8-4. So get ready.
Okay. I'm about to hit a level.
At USC.
You know what? I told you I was a little iffy on USC. I told you this, Brandon.
You did.
I've said this. So I'm going to say Penn State. Ooh. There you go. I'm saying Penn State.
At Wisconsin.
You got some guys. this is what happens, man. He has a trip up. This is what happens. You have a big win, and then you have a big disappointment. This might be his trip up. The loss right there.
The following week, they're at home against Ohio State.
Now you got back-to-back losses.
I was gonna say, do they do well against Wisconsin? Then they have the slip up at home against Ohio State. You know, that could be it too.
No, back-to-back losses there, man.
Home against Washington.
You get again, Washington coming over to the East Coast, man. Man. I like Penn State to win that.
At Purdue.
Finishing real good. Go Penn State.
See, I got them losing to Purdue. I got that being the slip up. That being the slip up game.
What? Yeah. That could be again. Yeah, I could see that. Absolutely.
Yeah. At Minnesota.
They ain't rolling no boats up here, man.
And home against Maryland, senior day.
Oh man. Do they still got
no.
We don't have no availability no more.
No.
So like no man, Penn State Washington.
John, you have Penn State at 10-2.
They should be in the conversation.
Yeah, you got him in the conversation.
Of who's favored to win the national championship?
Yeah.
Who should be winning that championship?
You got him. You got him in. I had him in the playoffs initially when I did my bracket. So, all right, John, I'm gonna let you pick the final one, final team,
there you go, man.
Final conference tonight. Who you want?
I want to do USC.
That's Big Ten. You want us to stay in the Big Ten?
Well, in a roundabout way, like if you had listened to like all the other people, like you know what I'm saying, I kind of did have USC win a whole lot of games, man. We can do USC some other time. But you said another conference?
No, I just thought you wanted to get out of the Big Ten, so I was going to get out of the Big Ten. But give me a conference and give me a team. We'll do.
Let's do ACC. I love them, man. Clemson, too easy.
Damn, we're going Clemson. All right, Clemson Tigers, JB. Game 1 is at Atlanta. Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. They take on the number 1 team in the country, Georgia.
Strap them up, man. Strap them up. Put your chin strap on, man.
I don't know. Is that a dub or a loss? I don't know. I don't know which it is from you.
I don't know how to quantify. I think Georgia might be on a revenge tour, man.
Okay, so you got the loss for Clemson.
Yeah, the first only loss for them, man.
Game 2, lick your wounds, Appalachian State.
Right, but man, they're gonna pie them.
Okay. Game 3 is home against NC State.
Has that been closer from a score standpoint?
Let me give you the stat line. Clemson has won the last 9 times they've hosted NC State. The Tigers are 28-1 straight up at home versus ACC foes since 2017. The Tigers, though, are out for revenge and haven't lost back-to-back games against NC State since 2002, 2003 when Brandon Reif was a senior in high school. NC State beat them last year.
That's what I thought. Man. So you can't necessarily just get glazed over that. But no, man, they're on revenge tour, man. Clemson beats them.
Okay. Homecoming against ACC conference opponent Stanford.
Man, they're going to roll Stanford.
Welcome to the conference, right?
Welcome to the conference.
At Florida State.
Pissed off Florida State. They got jerked. They know this is definitely on national televised game, bro. ABC, ESPN for darn sure. Maybe, I ain't gonna go bigger than that, but does Clemson got? Give me Clemson, man. Yeah. Give me Clemson.
You want the stat line? Clemson has won the last 3 and have covered 6 of the last 8 in Tallahassee. The Tigers were -4 and led by 20 in the third quarter, but only won by 8 last year. Only won by 8 last time they were there. Tigers will face the former quarterback DJ Uiagalelei, who started 28 games for them between 2020 and 2022.
Yeah, he's a super senior.
At Wake Forest.
Give Give me Clemson.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Home against Virginia.
Give me Clemson.
Home against Louisville. If this was on the road, I'd like Louisville, but it's not.
Right. Give me Clemson.
At Virginia Tech.
I might go back on that Louisville one at some point, but no, give me Virginia. Give me Clemson.
Okay. At Pittsburgh.
Is Kenny Pickett going to the game?
Oh,
is he gonna be in attendance? Are you gonna be all right with that? If he's there, maybe it's a bye week for Philadelphia. No, give me Clemson. They played them close the last couple of years though. That's gonna be they have Pitt has.
Home game against the Citadel.
Stop it. Give me Clemson.
And the final game is at home against South Carolina.
Close one. Give me Clemson.
Okay. We got them both going 10-2. 10-2.
Get him to that playoff.
Yeah, get him to Dabo. Get him back in, just enough to make the fans happy. Okay. Yep. Okay, I like that, John. Let me grab one team if there's anything I like that I really want to dive into. I've already said who I think is going to win the Big 12, so I don't want to dive into that right now.
It wasn't Deion.
No, it wasn't. We can do that record if you want.
Nah, we'll save it for the week after next, man.
Yeah, we'll save it.
That way, give me time. Give me time to look up on it.
Yeah, I've got. Just so everybody knows, I got Oklahoma State winning the Big 12, and Mike Gundy said, "Hey, I've driven drunk thousands of times."
Oh my God!
That's what he said in the media day yesterday. Can't make it up.
Once you've done it twice, you really shouldn't do it once.
Right.
If you set up. I've done it thousands of times. Oh man!
You think those cops now are gonna be like?
He has job security, man, and right now he's at the Big 12, and we know there's a lot of juice behind the Big 12 and how that conference is run. Man, he's one of their rock stars, man. He actually even said like how. I like that he owned. He brought the running back, star running back who's probably gonna be a Heisman candidate and all that, right?
Yeah.
This particular year, he brought him to the Big 10 presser, man, and the guy eloquently, answered up to all the questions what the media is like, But then Gundy goes in and says he has a 58 second whatever soundbite or whatever. 50 other seconds was cool. He was saying like, yeah, I told the kid like, you're lucky that nobody was hurt, yourself included. And then he said like, we probably punched him. We're gonna make him run the ball 50 times on the field. Like, dude, what are you talking about? That's not punishment.
Right.
That's I don't know. That's empowerment. Like you telling a player in this era that they gonna touch the ball 50 times. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he was drunk at the pressure. He said he drove 1,000 times drunk, but like, no, man. I'm sure he'll clean it up. They'll clean it up for him. You know what I'm saying? But Gundy, like, no, we can do next. We got it next. We're gonna do Colorado and Oklahoma State.
Yep, I got my last one. 5-pack. 5-pack, not the 6er, but the 5-pack. Last one I want to do because this will kind of be good with the teams we've done, the heavy hitters. Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Okay.
Game 1 at Texas A&M. New coach down there.
He got it. Well, like the homie Notre Dame, like they own it. The heat is on him too, man. Like they're not gonna be happy with just flirting with the Holiday Bowl or whatever the hell bowl game. It's non-consequential. We wasn't in the main bowl, so no, man. Give me Notre Dame. He got this.
Home against Northern Illinois.
They got it. Come on, man. They do have crazy slip ups on their schedule, man. Sometimes, man, you know what I mean. But like, no, they got Northern Illinois.
At Purdue.
Let's kind of talk about. That's just where they have slip ups, man.
We may be there at this one.
Do you know what kind of you know what I'm saying, craziness will happen will ensue in West Lafayette when they beat Notre Dame. Man, give me Purdue.
Oh, JB.
Gonna be a shocker.
Home against Miami, Ohio.
They got the MAC this year. They ain't nobody. No.
Okay. Let me make sure I get this right. So you got 1, 2, 3.
They got a stunner. You gotta always pick a stunner with Notre Dame.
I know you do.
Like,
you do. Home.
Cincinnati stunner.
Home against Louisville. Maybe that's a stunner. Jeff Brom.
Well, see, that's not a stunner, right? That's a lock 'em up game, man. You can't, finally you can't really duck it Notre Dame on your ACC schedule, right? I don't know if Jeff Brom got the ponies this year though. I'm not saying he ain't got no ponies in development and all that, right? Ready to roll, but I think Notre Dame survives that one.
Home against Stanford.
Man, do they still got that game for what?
ACC conference, man.
That's horrible. Well, that's how they saved it.
Yeah,
remember,
that's how they saved it because they're in the ACC.
They need to make them their own conference, Brandon Reed. I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting pissed off because they need to make a West for the West Coast teams. I love when Notre Dame plays Stanford.
Stanford's in the Atlantic Coast.
But you can't put underneath that flag, man. That's the wrong flag that it's under. You're talking about AC. It's like Atlantic. Come in, man.
The logo's gonna be on their field out in Colorado.
Man. Man. That's this foolhardy world, man. I'm not doing that. They need to make their own conference. But nah, man. And I'm glad they kept that game around. I'm sure it's gonna be on NBC or Peacock, right? I'll be keyed in. It's just one of my favorite games. It really is. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why, man. Probably just because of the nostalgia purposes, right? But no, man. Notre Dame is knocking that down.
They're going to play in Atlanta, Georgia Tech.
I don't like it. I don't like it, Brandon Reed. I don't like it, but that's funny, man. They play them kind of like every now and then. It's kind of weird. They go down there and play them. But I think they've already, I already had them losing one of them, since the stunner games, man. Georgia Tech not no slouch though, but Georgia Tech ain't Georgia, so give me Notre Dame.
Take on Navy at home. Or sorry, they play Navy in New York. Sorry.
Do they? They're gonna beat the hell out of Navy.
Okay. They have a home game against Florida State.
Oof. Man, we gonna be glued to that one, ain't we? Give me. Ooh, we gonna be glued to that one. That's a big game. I wish I could come back to it. Oh man, give me Notre Dame, man.
I took Florida State, so that's my slip up.
Oh, you kill it. You ain't gonna never get no media credentials that way, Brandon.
Home game against Virginia.
Notre Dame.
In the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, they take on Army.
They got Navy, but that's right. Give me Notre Dame.
Final one at USC.
Again, Brandon. I don't think USC doing a whole lot of winning this year. Give me Notre Dame.
Okay, we both have Notre Dame going 11-1. What could go wrong?
Do we really?
Yeah, both of us have 11-1. Your slip up was Purdue, and mine was Florida State.
Hold on, man. That's where we gotta go back to that Florida State. Let's talk about that, Brandon.
Let's talk about it.
I might have to go back on that. So
I already did. I got Florida State. You want me to give you a stat? You want to give me a little key stat?
I want to change. I want to call them a lifeline, call a friend, and change my, go back. Because if they go 11-1, this world will go crazy. But I don't think they're necessarily. They got he returned a lot of his guys as well, and he had a good recruiting class. Great recruiting class, matter of fact. But what you gonna do with the Ferrari when you got the Ferrari is one thing. So I want to take it back. Sorry, Brandon, y'all. Sorry, South Bend. Give me Florida State.
Florida State. So John's gonna go Irish 10-2. I got an 11-1 still. I've got the one slip up Florida State. I'd like for it to be Purdue because I think we'll be at the game. But
I can't do that. I'm not living in that world.
Okay, so we'll put these on Facebook. We'll put them on Twitter. Our first 5-pack of record predictions, we think. I can't wait for Pick'em. I can't wait. The pandemonium that happened with Pick'em last year, it was just chaos. With some of our Pick'em highlights.
Liberty's going to be at the powerhouse.
I told you. Did I say Liberty's going to be fit? They're going to be in the college football playoff.
Yep.
John, are you going to watch the Avengers tonight? I'm not talking the movie. I'm talking the Avengers USA. 10:30 start.
This is LeBron James' final go, man. As an Olympian, but technically, even when we go back out there as a Lakers, y'all can, you know what I'm saying, see that go real fast. But like, no, man, it's LeBron James, Steph Curry, prime time, you know what I'm saying, best of NBA America has, man. I don't want to leave nobody out. Halliburton, Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Durant when he ain't over there whining about his ankle. Sorry, I mean, you know what I mean? But like, no, this is a prime time game, man. I expect, you know what I'm saying, LeBron and Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying, to lead the team to a victory.
You know, Mad Dog Chris Russo said it'll just be a matter of time before they have a first in Olympic history. Father and son both play on the Olympic team with Bronny.
You know, that dude's a fool. But they trying to still replace they trying to replace Skip Bayless so bad, but they just got somebody to say all kind of craziness, man. There ain't no way the Bronny James will ever leapfrog Cooper Flag or anybody or anybody else, man, to be on the Olympic team. Like, man, what you did with the Lakers from the NBA standpoint, that's one thing. Doing that to, I mean, I get it. USA basketball, nah, man, he couldn't. Nah, he can't. Not playing together. Nah. Sorry, y'all.
No show next week, but join us always on Facebook, on Twitter. We'll be live on there. John, I'm going to force you to make your own graphic. I'm going to send you the picture. You're going to do in there and edit and put your little things, the wins and losses for the Colts schedule, so we can put those side by side and put them out in the universe. I'm going to send you that tonight. I got them 10-7.
Okay.
I had to fix it because initially I fucked up and I put a loss on the bye week, so I had to fix it.
I'm gonna probably get it.
What?
But I'll get it together. I'll probably get trouble my record, but I'll get it together. No problem.
Sounds good, John. I want to thank our sponsors: Scott K. Nichols, State Farm Insurance, Maverick Custom Motorsports. Without you guys, we would not be able to do our show. Which, John, you saw my text earlier today, right? Just off topic.
Yeah, we get it together.
Okay. Other than that. Conversation never ends. Watch Avengers tonight. USA. They're going to take on Canada. Hey, Andrew Nimhard. We get to see him against Halliburton tonight. That'll be fun. But join us as always. Have a great week. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Conversation will always continue on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm sure it's going to happen, especially with John going against the Irish against Purdue. So we'll see you guys all then. Take care. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio.